adults always talk about kids first. Our first words, first steps, first day of school.
But it's other important firsts that are the focus of the new Stop It at the Start campaign, aimed at parents and kids.
It's like the first time we stand up for someone, show empathy or sportsmanship that we really need you to celebrate and talk about.
Acknowledging and celebrating these moments can help start conversations about respect early on.
Respectful relationships are a part of creating an environment where violence is less likely to occur. Having children speak to each other with respect is a really good starting place.
Research shows that while Aussies agree violence against women is wrong, there is a tendency to excuse the disrespectful and aggressive behaviour of males, and that can start as early as the playground. It's up to all of us, parents, coaches, friends and families, to have those deeper conversations about respect, because in the blink of an eye, our kids will be adults.
They don't need to be complex. They can be about, how do you think that other person felt when that happened? How did that make you feel? It's really important that we ask permission to give people a hug. It's okay that you don't want other people to touch you.
All we ask is that you bring up respect with us to bring up respect.
We know disrespect towards women doesn't always lead to violence, but all violence towards women begins with disrespect. It's a great campaign, and it is intimidating to know how and when to talk to your kids. Do you wait till they're teenagers? Do you wait for that right moment when there's been something big that's happened? And the answer really is that no, don't wait, but that you don't have to nail it the first go. If you start these conversations earlier and you have them more often, then they become normal parts of your family's conversations, and having like deeper conversations normalise it for your family. And I think they've given examples even at school pickup. We always say, how's your day? And they go, good, good, and then that's as much as you talk about it. But asking deeper questions about, you know, what kids may have seen unfold in the schoolyard and how that made them feel, and do they wish they had, you know, more tools to have helped in that situation react in a different way, and how they could have done things differently. All of those sorts of conversations means your kids will also be more inclined to come to you and talk to you. And I think they are looking at us, you know, for their lead. And I think sometimes we get so scared to get it right and nail it that we don't have the conversation.
How do you deal with a non-communicative 17-year-old boy?
Well, you just start it much earlier than that and just have it more often.
Because if you're trying to have one conversation that covers all this stuff, and you've got no chance of nailing that, but if you have many conversations over many years, then it's just learnt behaviour. And it's not just a conversation, it's also them seeing the way you act and the way you treat the women in your life as well. Because
that's the thing. I think you forget that they can see and hear everything. And even if you wish that wasn't the case, they do. They see it all, but then no one's helping them process what they're witnessing and what they're hearing. Yeah. And we should say there's some amazing resources online to have a look there, the government website, if you want to have a look. If the story has raised any issues for you, national 24-hour counselling and support can be found at 1800 RESPECT on 1800 737 732.